What are you doing? Can't film with you here. Go on. Let's pick some books. I am so excited to get back into using my TBR jar. I did not use it for March, which I intended to. Well, hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Yes. Do you want to be in the video? Do you want to pick a prompt? Do you want to pick one? Maybe we'll have you pick a book. Oh, yes. Yes, you can. I did not use this for March. I intended to, but then just didn't get around to making that video. And so March was a total just picking books via vibes. And I used this in February, but I did it with only contemporary romance picks. So now we're just using the TBR jar as it's meant to be. Anything goes. We'll see what the prompts are. This month for April, I'm thinking let's pick 5 books. And I honestly might not get 5 done. I say that because I am due to have a baby at the beginning of May. The baby could come in April. I have a lot of things at work to wrap up before I go on maternity leave, a lot of things to do around the house before this baby comes. So good intentions. I read 5 books in April. That includes my audiobooks, but we'll see. We'll see. If I don't get to some, I'm sorry, I don't get to some. I should start out by saying that one of the slots is already taken. On another video, I filmed a weekend staycation readathon vlog and I needed a new pick and I picked Hollow. So Hollow by the Twisted Sisters is going to be our pick number 1 for April. I am currently filming this on March 30th. I am not going to finish, although I have the house to myself tonight, I'm not going to finish this book by tomorrow. I just started it. I'm 1 chapter in, literally 1 chapter. So this will probably be my first read in April. I am very excited. I cannot tell you anything about it because I'm 1 chapter in. All I can say is that I think there's about to be like games, trials, a competition. It's giving me, after chapter 1, like, hello, now you want to be in the video. My animals are all about this today. Are you gonna pick something? Oh, now don't show them. Oh, okay, well, hello. It's giving me like Hunger Game vibes from chapter 1, but in a very different world setting. Let's now look and see what the prompt jar has in store for us. I pulled some of my physical books on my TBR shelf, and I of course I'm going to pick a couple audiobooks as well. I looked through my choices last night to see like what had I already starred and saved in my library. So we'll see. All right, book number 2. I made these prompts so long ago I don't even remember what they are. Okay, book number 2. Ooh, okay, a book with a map. Well, Hollow has a map. Should I just say this was my book for that? Here's Hollow's map. Should I do that? Should I pick another one? You know what? We're gonna say Hollow gets a book with a map. Cha-ching, done. Okay. So now let's do a new prompt. Oh, this is a big one. Ooh, over 4.3 stars on Goodreads. Okay. I am going to have to consult Goodreads and consult what I have here. That's a high rating. It could be, I have the Poppy War here. I hear this is gonna rip my heart out. I have Metal Slinger. I don't know if this is gonna be rated that high, but we'll check it out. Ooh. Oh, you guys, I don't know if I can get into these right before I have a baby. I do have Red Rising here. I only own book 1, but do I really want to dive into Red Rising when I have a newborn coming? I don't know. And then this might have hit that rating. Oh, I need to read this year. The Will of the Many. And then I have a couple things saved. I love to read and listen to Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Yeah, that's her name, right? On audio. So maybe that has 4.3 stars. So let's look. It could be Meadow Slinger. Could be Poppy War. Could be Atmosphere. Oh, I don't know about these guys, but we'll look. We'll look. Let me consult Goodreads and I'll be right back to you. But I need my phone, which I'm using to video right now. Hi, I'm back. Okay, you guys, I don't have as many choices as I thought I did. So the only, my knees, my old knees, why am I sitting on the floor? Only 2 of the books that I just talked about have a 4.3 rating or above. So Meadow Slinger, not enough. I believe it was 4.2 or 4.1. Poppy War was 4.2. And Red Rising, not enough. I think that was 4.1. So it's between The Will of the Many, which was 4.5 on Goodreads, or Atmosphere, which was 4.33. Whew. I'm going to go with Atmosphere because I need an audiobook. I will for sure read 1 to 2 audiobooks this month, commuting and just doing things around the house. I have Hollow physically that I'm reading right now, so we'll do, since it hit it right on the mark, we will do Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid for my second book over a 4.3 star rating on Goodreads. That was hard to hit by especially some of these really popular titles. Book number 3. Let's see what the jar has in store for us. Whoa! I just flew right out of there. I need a bigger jar. Ooh, a library book. Okay, usually I have a stack of library books because I'm a library girly. I do not have wall-to-wall shelving of beautiful books and bookcases. One day maybe, but I love the library. I love thrifting, so I also love thrifting for books. But I told myself to like calm down because I have these huge titles in my physical TBR and I keep just reading the library books because they're due soon. For instance, Hollow is a library book, so Hollow could count for this as well. But that's my last library book that I have. So, what should I do? You know what I might do? If I have a hold. I don't even have any holds coming in. This one might be a surprise. Whatever hold comes in, comes in. I can definitely get a Emily Henry book this month to come in the library, and I would love to give her another try. I read Book Lovers in February, but I listened to the audio and I was not a fan of the male narrator. So I kind of like dropped my rating down half a star because I just think he would have been stronger as a character in my own mind. I wasn't a fan of his voice. And I looked and the narrators are the same for all of her audiobooks. So I don't want to do another Emily Henry audio, but I would really like to see what her books feel like if I read them myself. So I will put in a hold for whatever I can get my hands on quickly for Emily Henry, which will be good because I have a fantasy going on. I have Atmosphere, which is contemporary, but not a romance, and then a contemporary romance with 2 more slots left. Coming at you with an update. So I did go to the library and I have in fact secured Emily Henry's Happy Place for my library book read. this will be book number 3 for the month of April. These are some big titles I have left on my physical TBR though. Okay, 2 more picks for April. Guys, can I get this done? I have so much to do. I'm ignoring the fact that I'm having a baby. Like, straight up ignoring it. It could come tomorrow. Ooh. I don't know. A book about vampires. So what I have is this would be perfect, but I'm not ready for this one yet. Woo! Poppy Wars going everywhere. I have this book from the Crowns of Nyexia world, but I'm not ready for this one. I need to read book 1 of the Shadowborn Duet, which is the 3rd book in this world, if you don't count the novella, which you need to read the novella, 6 Scorned Roses or Scorched Roses. That one was like my favorite. Too bad. This would be perfect, but I'm just not ready. I need to read the Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Now that I could get from the library. Count 2. I don't think any of the others. Meadowslinger's not about vampires. That's not about vampires. That's a mystery. If I can get the book number 3 of Crowns of Nyexia, I will do it, because that is on my must finish series this year, because I loved book 1 and 2, heard mixed reviews about book number 3, but then I heard that this one, which I got at a book signing event with Carissa Broadbent, she did an author talk, loved it, loved her, she's hilarious. I heard this one is really good, and then she has another one coming out soon, so maybe I'll see if I can get that from the library too, and just like get this series done with by this summer. Stay tuned for that. One more book for April. This is seeming lofty with more than one fantasy and atmosphere. I might need an audiobook again. Let's see. Last book of April. If I read more, that would be great. Ooh. I keep getting ones that like multiple of these work. A book from I know what I want to do. A book from a series you haven't finished. Okay, right away, my mind goes to the Windy City series, because I'm just slowly chugging along through that. It's one where you can read a book and then take a pause from the series, pick up the next one, and you can jump right back into that world and those characters. So, because each book is kind of a standalone, but it's helpful to know the backstory of the other characters. It just makes it more enjoyable. And I am on book 4, Play Along. And I hear that is most people's favorite. So I don't own it though. I'm willing to buy it. I hear that that's a good one. I also think I could get it from the library. That one is not out on audio unless I speak Dutch or German or something that's not English. Series I haven't finished. Oh, I'm in the middle, and I feel like I'm forever gonna be in the middle of the Blood and Ash series and Flesh and Fire prequel series. So I could do that as well. You know what I haven't finished, and it's on my must finish for 2026 is last year I read, or 2 years ago, A Fate Inked in Blood, and I haven't read book 2, A Curse. This one, I haven't read this one, and that's just a duology, right? I think that would just complete the duology. Curse Carved in Bone. Ooh, that could be a good one. So this might be like a library race again. We're gonna be going to the library this month. I will see if I can get either Play Along, or book number 2 of, what is it? A Cursed Carved in Bone, something, whatever this says right here, I will try and get that one. And then that will help me move towards completing a series. That would be, if I got that one, that would be 3 fantasy books for this month. Ooh. I only picked 1 audiobook though. I wonder if I could get that audio. Or I wonder if this one, book number 3, comes in audio. Final decision. I just consulted all my apps. And what I'm gonna do is, for the prompt, a book from the library. I'm going to get an Emily Henry book. And then a book about vampires. I'm going to do book number 3 in the Crowns of Nyaxia Worlds, and the Songbird and the Heart of Stone. And I can do that on my Spotify audiobook. Okay, so that's my second audiobook. And then a book from a series you haven't finished yet. I'm going to do my best to get a hold of, play along, and continue the Windy City series. So those are my 5 books. I'd say that's a good variety of books. That's maybe 2 contemporary romances, a contemporary book, 2 fantasies, but I don't have to physically read these big fantasy books. I'd say we're sitting pretty good. But you know what could happen is that my baby could decide to come in like 2 weeks and just, I don't read any of this. I don't read any of it. And it gets shoved to May. And if it gets shoved to May, it gets shoved to May. That's fine. I do think with a newborn, I'm going to be able to read a lot because it's my 3rd baby. And kind of like, as long as it's not colicky, been there, done that. And I'm excited to just like chill on the couch with the baby and read or listen to audiobooks. So who knows what's in store for me this month, but hopefully it's a lot of good reading. Drop in the comments if you've read any of the books that are in my 5 for April. I'd love to hear if you've read them, if you recommend them, if I should ditch them. No, I'm not gonna ditch them, but let me know what you're reading for April, and let's dive in. Let's go.